Hi, this is Marcia, and today we're going to be talking about the belt colors and how the belt colors and field guide help to personalize the learning strategies for deploying the 12 elements of student engagement and ownership infused in blended learning studios. Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about using the belt colors and where do the belt colors come from and how does it work inside of the field guide. The field guide is designed where it has these level up strategies for the teachers, not only in the written portion of the guide, but also as you are working through the different elements, you're going to see in the field guide that they are all based off of the belt colors. The belt colors are just an easy way to showcase that what do I do next, where do I start, and how do I build up. Okay, the belt colors. The inspiration. As an instructional coach, yes, I've been an instructional coach for 15 years. It makes me feel really old, but at the same time, I have learned so much from the teachers that I get to coach with and be in their classrooms with. So not only am I giving them some strategies to work on, I get to take back and learn from them as well. Because I feel like every teacher should be always learning and growing. But as an instructional coach, I get to see so many amazing teachers. Just this week, I was in an elementary building, a middle school building, and 2 high school buildings where I get to go side by side with the teachers to see how they are deploying these different learning studios. The side-by-side coaching is where the whole field guide came from. All the strategies that we've talked about needed to be in one place for those teachers and coaches so that they have it. So one of the things I'm going to talk about is what I saw inside of a Bell Fountain High School algebra classroom. And this teacher, when he was pulling back his students in learning studios, was doing something amazing. I love what he was doing. When he brought them back, he sidestepped the question. What did that mean? Well, he had this paper sitting there, like in a picture frame, saying, which belt color are you? So when the kids came back to his lesson, they got to pick which question they want to start with, an easy, medium, or hard. So he was sidestepping the question with easy, moderate, on-level, difficult, challenging, and applying skills. Look at the colors. Does it remind you of karate belt colors? So I took inspiration from being in his classroom, seeing that one small group lesson, and I designed the field guide and Dyna guide to go along with that. When we designed the system, we designed it in the same system that algebra teacher was doing, where you advance through the different levels. White and yellow are kind of like your training wheels. Those, how do I get started with this strategy? So if I'm doing small group instruction, white and yellow are going to be helping me just like, how do I get started? What does that look like? Should I try first? It's giving me organization as well as tips and tricks to get the students to move from learning studios. Yet, orange and green are my magic sauce. That means that's where I'm using data to drive the learning process. So a lot of data, a lot of student ownership comes into play, differentiated instruction, all happens within the orange and green belts. The blue and purple are pushing towards the more that personalized learning environment where there's project-based learning and students are going to be taking more ownership than they had before, but even more, taking that ownership to that next level. And I think that's really important because they have the opportunity to really dive deeper into their personal interests along with project-based learning. When I am deploying the different strategies for all 12 elements of student engagement and ownership infused in blended learning studios, I am going to set it up in kind of a pattern. This pattern that you see on the screen is actually how much time they should be in each one of those belt colors. For example, white and yellow belt, if a teacher starting at the beginning of the school year should be the first 8 weeks of school, should be focused in on white and yellow belt strategies. That's going to show them how to set the foundation, how to have those routines in place, what's happening. They're training themselves and the students to be working in that environment. Weeks 9 through 30 of school, yes, that's a long time, should be in the orange and green belt. That's where we're using data to drive our instruction. That is where we're doing some differentiation. That is where we're giving some more choice, voice, and ownership to the students. all within the orange and green belts. And then weeks 31 through 36 are blue and purple. That's where we're doing this project-based learning. When I'm looking at this, I really want my teachers to try to get to orange belt, especially in the first year of the deployment. Why? Because the orange belt, like I just said, is where we're really using those formative assessment pieces, where we're really starting to customize the learning path for those students. If I can get teachers to blue and purple, it's like icing on the cake. It's extra sprinkles. It's that glitter that just makes it shine. I really love it when teachers get there, but that is not the end-all goal. The end goal is that we're progressing and changing the learning environment through the different belt colors. Some teachers might work through this faster. Some teachers might need a little bit more time. But every single one of my teachers, at first year teaching and deploying studios, I always try to get to orange belt. It's where the magic happens. So really when you're using the field guide, notice that that code that you see on here is going to help you to remember how much time you should spend in each one of those colors. All right, thank you for joining today and learning more about the belt colors and how to level up using them. The belt colors are found in the field guide in the written sections as well as on every single strategy page, as well as on Dynaguide. If you want more information about how to use the belt colors, please contact me. I'll be more than willing to jump on a call and give you some more information. Thanks guys for joining today. Have a good one.